The legend of Korra continues as Korra is still searching for Rava in the special waters of this Fire Nation temple, but has found her thanks to Wan's screw-up.
This is why humans have no place interfering in the business of spirits.
Fine, but maybe you should go the hell back to your own world if that's your attitude. Wan offers to help, but she tells him in no uncertain terms to shit off, so he heads off to see what other joy he can spread this way. He discovers a group of air nomads, though of course he has no idea that that's what they are or how they can be hovering. The only problem is that when he shows up, they're terrified of him, which, if they really knew what he did to the last group of humans, well, it would only confirm that they weren't running away fast enough, actually. He catapults himself into the flying lion turtle city where they live, and discovers that these people live peaceably with the spirits. At least normally they do, but now the spirits all get corrupted, like the ones that Kora has been dealing with, and it's all Vatu's doing.
We meet again, human.
Why is the great spirit of darkness here, but not his other half?
Good question. I will go check for the answer in my car. Right back. He fights the dark spirits as best he can, while Rava arrives to try to drive off Vatu. She succeeds, and then throws Wan under the bus in front of the villagers. He feels like shit, so he promises to set things right, and asks the lion turtle to give him the power of air. It has never been done, but Wan insists that he can handle having both powers, and the big guy agrees, providing that Rava help. She thinks that's stupid, but finally agrees to help Wan master the power of air, but there's only a year to train until harmonic convergence. She'll give him the power, but to do so she must pass through him first, something that has never been attempted and could be terribly dangerous. Wan is unfazed by the potential peril, but unfortunately it's hard to tell if it's because he's just that brave or just that stupid. I mean, I'm not entirely certain he understands the threat that they're facing here, that he might suspect that Vatu will destroy the world with the harmonica of vengeance. But she explains the way that this works. Neither one of them can permanently destroy the other. Eventually, the vanquished spirit will re-emerge. Although if Vatu is the winner, he'll cover the world in darkness, and that would be a very bad thing. Very bad. Remember that bad thing that happened? No, this is even worse. Bad. So Wan visits other lion turtles to learn more powers in order to fight Vatu, and during their travels, Rava explains about the origins of the animosity. The spirits entered the world through the North and South Poles, not with a malicious intent certainly, but their behavior drove the humans to scatter, safe only in their cities where the lion turtles could protect them from the spirits. Only they soon come across the group that left his village, using fire to clear part of the forest. It hasn't been easy. Their people have been getting killed by spirits. That's why they attack spirits on sight now.
What's the difference? We throw fire at any spirit we see around here, just like they attack any man.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
You have no idea what you're doing. You're only making things worse.
Don't you see it's better for everyone involved if you just let them kill you? They've been clearing the forest to drive out the spirits, but the activity has actually drawn the attention of the spirits, including the Ai spirit and Wan's old friends. Wan hopes that they can work out a compromise here, but Raccoon Face is militant, and the villagers want some payback, so Vatu steps in and uses the anger in the spirits to corrupt them. And despite Wan's best efforts to stop them from fighting, they're going to do it anyway. So he combines with Rava to increase their total power, allowing him to momentarily get through to their spirit friends. But Rava can't remain inside of him without killing him, and once she's forced to leave in order to save him, the spirits are corrupted and the fight continues. When Wan wakes up, the villagers have all been killed. A taste of what's to come if Vatu wins.
See you at the end of the world.
You can throw a Coke bottle off the edge if you want to. Wan gathers up the little that is left of Rava. She is diminished while Vatu grows, see, and heads towards their final confrontation with the bad guy. It's the place where the two worlds meet, but when they get there, Wan steps up to defend Rava from him. but he doesn't have much of a chance. Damn, I've played enough games to know that that is a boss attack. You're going to have to dodge roll that one. Get the timing down and you can do this. During the fight, Vaatu reveals that he was the one responsible for breaking through the divide between the two worlds in the first place. Which, of course, is why you're supposed to always call before digging. Everybody knows that. The only way to even have a prayer is if Rava combines her power with Juan, which makes him more than a match for the bad guy. But she can't stay in him, of course. And without the cheat code, there is no way to beat this boss. Juan struggles to hold on, but alas, it's time for the Harmonica of Vengeance. The two portals twist to form a single continuous flowing stream of energy. Only Juan touches it. He's been known to do that, also to sniff at them and sometimes lick things. But considering that it is the energy of the human and spiritual worlds coming together in harmony, it makes sense that it allows Rava and Juan to combine in perfect harmony as well. This union makes their bond eternal and gives birth to the Avatar, giving Juan the power to contain Vaatu, locking him inside the Tree of Time.
I will be the bridge between our two worlds.
So at long last the spirits have been returned to their world, leaving the natural world in peace. No one can possibly open that up, except of course for the Oh, shit. With the spirits gone, the lion turtles abdicate their role as humanity's protectors, and according to the show's website, were hunted to near extinction by humanity. That's gratitude for you. As divided peoples, there was conflict, and so Juan had a new job, using the power of the elements to bring about peace. Although I think those guys getting flames blown at them are getting the short end of the stick. Of course, bringing world peace is the job of more than one lifetime, so when Juan died, his soul passed on to another, until it wound up eventually in Kora, who now realizes who she is. If only she'd read the title, she'd know already. The head honcho gives Kora an air bison, one of the many that they've been raising since the end of the war. With the whole slaughtering of them thing, it's another fine example of replacing your divot. And she'll need that air bison because the next harmonic convergence is coming up, so Kora damn well better replace her own divot or things are going to be very bad. No, worse than even that other thing. Bad. Despite my cracks at its expense, Beginnings is a solid outing with enjoyable characters. The reason Juan can easily seem like a doofus is because he is on the same journey of discovery that Aang was over the course of his entire series, and Korra was over the entire first season of her show. But this is all condensed down so that his learning experiences run up against each other. Just saying that he's not as big of an idiot as I enjoyed painting him. The story of the origin of the Avatar was actually determined by some of the writers all the way back in ATLA's second season, but obviously wasn't considered for filming until now. I'm told it was inspired by two anime works, Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke. I think that's how it's said. I don't know these long names. The conflict between the spirits and the people especially is relevant to those films. And the work is given a more watercolor look in order to make it stand out from the normal series. Beginnings not only explains the background of the Avatar, but helps to see how the current age of mankind came about as a result of this merging. Plus, it's relevant because it sets up the true threat that is being confronted. That whole Unalaq, well, that's a problem, but he is a mere pawn compared to the threat that he would unleash if given the chance. Korra's involvement in the episode is naturally minimal given that the origin isn't about her, but she is nevertheless tied in with it because she is responsible through Juan for freeing Vaatu and directly responsible for opening one of the spirit portals that can allow Vaatu to once again be free. So that goes to show that the stakes are much higher than Korra thought. It's not about a civil war. It's about saving the world from annihilation. We've passed the halfway point. We'll have to see how Korra does dealing with this threat for the rest of Season 2. All hail the Overlord! All hail the Overlord!
It wasn't my fault.